Good Saturday morning, folks, and yes, this time it actually is Saturday morning. Upon reviewing the ill-advised video that I uploaded last evening and a calendar, I realized that I may have given the impression that I thought it was Saturday yesterday. That's because I did. Tam here can testify that I rarely take off from work.
Yes.
And when I do, it's almost never on a Friday. So you combine that with how we stopped several places along the way and shot video yesterday. I actually went through an entire day thinking that it was the next day. So if any of you folks thought that I was intoxicated or a time traveler, I was not drunk last night at all. I just thought it was Saturday all day long, but today it is Saturday and we're in Pigeon Forge. Let me show you, if I can, or where we are. I cannot see how to flip this, Tammy.
Can you do it?
I don't know. You would think with one of these newfangled smartphones, as they call them, smartphones. We have a smartphone. You would be able to. You would be able to. Yes, for people that don't know what day of the week that it is. Let's see what this button here does. It does nothing. There's a button on the screen of the phone.
Does not.
It's a decoy. I guess that's for thieves. But I'm just going to keep pushing it as if it's going to do anything. Okay, well, here's what I'll do. I'll just turn this around. This is our view this morning from the balcony of our hotel. This highly rated 2-star attraction across the street calls to me like a siren song. I don't know. We may have to waste the money and do this at some point this weekend, because it seems like it may be a rite of passage to ride the Jurassic Jungle boat ride. But again, I apologize for messing anybody up that may have been thinking that it was Friday, and then they had to run and go look at their calendar and make sure that they had not missed an entire day. I just thought it was Saturday all day long yesterday. So, what are your impressions so far of Pigeon Forge in 2019, Tam?
Same as it ever was.
Same as it ever was. We've been listening to the Talking Heads. My impressions, it's very crowded.
Very.
And I try to avoid controversy in my videos, but I'm just going to go ahead and say that it's probably because of all the people. In addition to that, we were pleased to be able to watch them actually roll up the sidewalks last night at 11 o'clock. It's something we don't usually see. We don't usually see a town shut down so thoroughly when it gets to be past us old folks' bedtime. But yeah, it was. We left the island last night and looking for a place to eat. And turned out we didn't want ice cream or candy, which is what's mostly open at that time of the evening. We wanted real food, and we ended up at Taco Bell.
And everybody and their brother were there.
It was like it took us like an hour just backing out of the parking space at Taco Bell. We had to wait for people in the drive-through line to give us enough leeway to get out of there. So it's very crowded in Pigeon Forge. If you like to turn in early, this is the place for you. But other than that, there's a lot more stuff than the last time we were here. A lot more stuff to do. It looks like a lot of fun. So what do we intend to do today? Well, first we're going to go across the street. Again, I don't know how to make this thing switch, so I'm going to turn the camera and just hope that it works. We're planning on going over here to Reagan's House of Pancakes to enjoy our free or upgraded breakfast that comes with the stay in this luxurious hotel suite that we're staying in here across the street. I'm actually going to vlog about this hotel. It is a highly rated on all the rating platforms on the internet, a highly rated hotel, and yet there's very little video evidence about it. I checked YouTube before we came here, and there's not a whole lot about this hotel. So we're gonna try to give you our perspective of the Arbors at Island Landing Hotel here in Pigeon Forge. We're going to shoot it throughout the weekend as we see things and let you know about it. Another thing we're going to do today, not going to try to do a lot of vlogging around Pigeon Forge or the Gatlinburg area. The folks that live here have that pretty well covered. We probably will shoot some video about just our impressions of different things that we see. We may shoot some video about the trolley system. We plan on using the trolley system to get about, so we can not experience some of the frustration that we were experiencing last night trying to cover a block on the parkway here in Pigeon Forge. It's very crowded. I imagine leaving the driving to someone else might make it a little less frustrating. So we might shoot some video of our impressions of riding the trolley. That sounds exciting, doesn't it? A trolley ride. Other than that, we'll just shoot video as it pops up and something interests us.
Yeah.
While we're out. I'm going to a conference this morning, and Tam is probably going to, and this is the most frightening thing I can think of about this trip. Tammy will be left alone with a lot of stores at her disposal while there is no one there to keep her in check. But since she is partially responsible for keeping me out of trouble, and last night when I said, "Good Saturday morning, folks," she just rode that wave right on into the beach and let me do that. It may have been because I tried to push her down, as you saw in the video out there when she tripped. But we talked about it last night, and I will be deducting a percentage from her yearly bonus. So you don't have to worry about that happening again through this whole trip. If you were depending on us to let you know what day of the week it is, from now on, we'll be on the money with that, and we'll let you know what day of the week it is. So again, I came out here to shoot this. Mainly, I should have just let that hung out there myself and let you think that it was some kind of Andy Kaufman prank that I was pulling. It was not. I went through an entire day under the impression that it was Saturday, and it really wasn't until we got back to the hotel, we were settled in, we had watched other folks' videos on YouTube, we caught up on the comments we needed to reply to, and I happened to glance down at my phone and for some reason looked at the date and realized that I had told people that it was Saturday and made them think that something was wrong with me. Well, there may be, but it isn't, because I don't know what the date is. So we're going to get out of here. I've got to go and take one of the many showers that I have to take every day to catch up with the sweat before we go over there and are asked to leave from Reagan's. And then we're going to come back here and prepare to catch a trolley and go to Gatlinburg, and where I will sit in a conference in a cold sweat wondering what Tammy's doing with the debit card. So until then, until our next video is published, thank you so much for not unsubscribing to us because of that yesterday evening. Oh, by the way, if I haven't already said through social media platforms, we had a terrific time at the island last night with all those folks. If you've never met any of these vloggers, if you've never met Big Joe and Malia, Smoky Mountain Hiker, Dan the Mountain Man, Surviving Tennessee, NTL Vlogs, one of the superstars here in the Smoky Mountain area, let me tell you, they are all just like the people that you see in their videos. They are all very genuine. Michael Jordan actually sweats as much in real life as he does on the videos. Made me feel good. I did not, for once, I was in a situation where I did not feel like I should be on a platform in a tent charging $2 for people to look at me. I would encourage you, if you have a chance to get to Pigeon Forge, and it is a Friday, and you get a chance to go to the island, not only is the island happening, but there's a lot of good people watching there, and all kinds of food and attractions and stuff to buy. You can meet some of the most wonderful and genuine folks who are so friendly and treated us like we had known them all of our lives.
Yep.
So we had a wonderful time. I'm still actually riding the glow of that a little bit. I may have had 4 hours sleep just from being excited about the whole thing last night. So I'm really gonna to call it quits on this video right now before my stream of consciousness again flows off into the Black Lagoon, and I will be talking to you guys later. Tam and I both will. Unless I come out of the conference and she's here with a lot of shopping bags, then you may not be seeing Tam in these videos anymore.
Bag lady.
Until then, bye.
Have an awesome day.